according to the cloud.
So you're all very, very welcome. And this is a little bit eclectic bunch because we have, we focus sort of on exclusive hideaways as a theme. And we're featuring partners from Africa, Kenya and Tanzania, from Scotland, and then also from France and from Portugal. So you're all very, very welcome to the Adams and Butler webinar. Sorry, Gio?
And Italy. Don't forget Italy.
Oh, sorry, Italy. Oh my God, I forgot Italy. Yes. And also South Tyrol. And the reason I included South Tyrol was because I just adore it and I had a fantastic time there. And it's a place I really, really want to promote. And also they do this fantastic ski safari, which hopefully Claudia can tell you about as well. So you're with Adams and Butler. We're a tour operator, stroke DMC, etc. And you're all very welcome. So we specialize, we specialize mainly in mid Uberlux. We do 5-star, we can do 4-star. We're good at sort of like 4 and 7, 8s going up. You know, individuals, groups, incentives, self-drive, driver guides, etc. So we're going to hit off and start with an amazing French chateau. And we're going to go over to Niall.
Thanks, Siobhan. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for your time in advance. Obviously, I'm not French, even though I work in a French chateau. I'm the general manager of Chateau de Chateau, which is a private golf estate, which is 90 minutes south of Paris. There's a private airfield 10 minutes away if people wish to fly private. I'm sitting in the main dining room of the chateau right now. Our estate encompasses about 200 acres in total. We've got our own private championship standard golf course. We've got 8 beautifully appointed guest suites, some in the main house and some in a guest wing we have next door, but all connected by an underground tunnel which goes through the wine cellar, which is quite comfortable for everybody. They like having a walk down to the wine cellar, picking out the wine they can have with their dinner, having some cheese and wine, having the chef come in and do some sample menus with them. We operate on a private exclusive use basis, but it's all inclusive. So in your rental fee, all of your food, all of your beverage and most of your activities are already covered. So it really is a one-stop shop. Paris, as I said, is about 90 minutes by road. So we also offer lots of opportunity to do some day trips to Paris. We can do some day trips to some vineyards. Le Mans is not that far away for the car lover amongst you. But Gary O'Hanlon is our executive chef. Some of you may know Gary from Saturday Kitchen. He also does some TV shows in Ireland. So our culinary, our food and beverage is one of the main things we like to do on top of the golf. So even if you're not a golfer or part of the group or not a golfer, lots to do and see in Chateau de Chateau. So we've an indoor heated swimming pool, which opens up onto the terrace to give an outdoor experience in the summer. Our average summer temperature is around 30 degrees Celsius, which is comfortable for everybody. Every room in the buildings are air conditioned as well. We've fibre-speed broadband, satellite TV. So we've all the mod cons as well that the luxury traveller likes to have on their visit. We've got a gym, fully equipped gym on site. If some of your travellers are a little bit like me, your trainers are probably the best served trainers in the world. They don't see much of the gym, but the facility is available. Bicycles. Can everybody hear me? There's some messages coming up saying about computer audio.
We can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Obviously, children are a big part of what we do here as well. If people are traveling with children, so we do some private tuition for golf. The chef will do some little meals with the kids, making pizzas, making ice cream, picnics on site. We've also got pool tables. We've got an art studio. We've got a main bar. We've about 4 or 5 different dining experiences you can have here, ranging from in the main dining room here in the chateau to a couple of the kitchens. But outdoor dining is also a huge part of what we do. Your meals can be served wherever you want, whenever you want. You dictate the menu through a preference sheet before you arrive, and then it's really with interaction with the staff. Once you arrive on site, this is your home for the length of period that you wish to be here for, and your wish is our command. And we have 15 full-time staff on site. We supplement it with some other staff that we take in if necessary, depending on the group size. With 8 bedrooms, obviously our maximum group size is 16, but we also own a second chateau just across the road, which is about 400 metres away, which has 12 additional bedrooms. So we have 20 bedrooms on site should a group be larger than just the 8 bedrooms. They're not to the same standard. I would suggest they're a very good standard 4-star guest house standard, but all the people do is they sleep in Chateau de la Chenet and they come over to Chateau de Courtesaux for all of the activities. Our website is there if anybody wishes to have a look at it, cducestates.com. Some of the information on it is quite basic, and we keep it that way because we like to do it through our partners like Adams and Butler. All of our bookings come through those kind of people, which works well because they know their clients much better than us trying to do it directly. So the private golf course is obviously a unique feature, as Jamie mentioned before. I've had a look around, and by private golf course, I actually mean completely yours for your stay. There are no tee times, there are no members, there will be nobody else on site for the duration of the stay. So even though there are lots of private members golf clubs in the world, there's nothing like Chateau de Courtesaux where it is yours. You can dictate speed of greens, height of cut on fairways, greens, tee box setup, when you'd like to play, how often you'd like to play, who plays with you, group size. And again, it's all done through preference sheets. If people have a request, we're more than happy to set it up for them. As a keen golfer myself, I would have a little bit of knowledge about golf course setup. So with our greenkeeping team, they look after all of that. We've got 3 full-time security people here on site. There is 32 cameras. We have a security hut just inside the front gate. So when there are people here, if they are security conscious, they can just rest assured that everything is taken care of. They're very discreet. You will never see them, but security is something that we take very seriously. There is no minimum night stay. It is basically completely up to the guests. A lot of people, our average stay would be 4 to 6 nights, generally with people maybe taking in somewhere else in Europe as part of the stay. They also move around. We've people who do maybe Bordeaux, they'll do Courtesaux, they'll do Paris. We've had people who do ourselves, Paris and Florence. We've actually had golf-orientated people who do Ireland and they do us, where they might take a local golf professional with them to do some tuition here, and then they'll go to Ireland maybe for some of the beautiful links courses that we have in Ireland. So it can be a 2-centre stay as well. And the reason we don't have a minimum amount of stays is we want the guests to feel like it's their home. They can come and go as they please. We don't operate a check-in or check-out time. The guests can dictate what time they arrive at. They can dictate what time they leave at. And for the simple reason that, as I said, we want them to feel like it's home. We want to welcome them home. We never bookend our bookings either. We also make sure that 24 hours beforehand and 24 hours after is free, just in the event that the guests may change their plans and they'd like to come a little bit earlier, or if they'd like to stay a little bit longer. So it's completely guest driven what we do. You know, we do have some sample packages that we can send to people if necessary, but
So
again, we like it to be
show the video just to get to make sure we have enough time for everyone.
Yeah.
Just
Here we go.
That's absolutely stunning. It's amazing. So thanks a
Well, if they
million,
say-
Niall.
Yeah, perfect. They'd say a picture tells 1,000 words. So look, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me in the chat there and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, Siobhan.
Perfect. Thanks.
Real quick, is there a minimum night stay? Was one of the questions in the chat box.
Yeah, no, there's not. No.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
Brilliant. So Gio, we're now going on to Tanzania, I think, aren't we?
yes,
Perfect.
That would
Fantastic.
be me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. My name's Veronica and I work with Hammercop House by Lamala, which is a private house located in Tanzania, approximately 30 minutes from the international airport Kilimanjaro. It also puts our property as a starting point for mountain climbing, wildlife and beach safaris. Before I go into some details, I'd like to start by just taking on a short virtual experience of our private home.
Sorry, I've got the video ready. I have it ready. Hold on. Here we go. And there we go. Thanks for that. So for some facts. So Hammercop House is located on a private golf and wildlife estate. So it's the only championship golf course in Tanzania. And as I said previously, it's centrally located between Kilimanjaro and Arusha. What's also very special about the location is we have our own private airstrip, Dollies, which allows for easy departures on private or scheduled flights to Tarangire, Ngorongoro, Serengeti, Zanzibar, or even to Nairobi, Uganda, Rwanda via Kilimanjaro. The house is booked on a private basis and is all-inclusive of all your drinks. It comprises of 3 very spacious ensuite rooms. Each of the rooms have an inside shower, an outside shower, and bathtubs, private lounge, and all the rooms can be converted to be doubles or twins and allow for extra beds for children. As I said, it's all-inclusive, so the only extra cost would be should you wish to do golfing or any of the activities. Activities for those that wish to disconnect from the world include walks in the forest, the golf course, or you can obviously do horse riding, which can be over a couple of hours, or you can actually do trips that take you 2 or 3, 4 days. You can do quad biking, you can do helicopter scenic routes. For those, including myself, who don't wish to climb Kilimanjaro at this moment in time, of course, taking a helicopter ride up there is far more suitable. So that's also very possible to do from here. You can do canoeing, visit the national parks, which it was so famous for, the Tanzania food, and enjoying some real, genuine Tanzania warm hospitality. For the ladies out there that like jewelry, of course, don't forget Tanzania is home to the Tanzanite. So to be able to buy some jewelry and some stones is highly recommended. It can be booked for short stays or long stays. And of course, with the rest of the world and lockdowns and face masks, Tanzania is, as you know, is very not in the public eye about it. So it's certainly a place that's very highly recommended to travel to. All the staff obviously take all the precautions. We have our staff that go regularly for tests, and in between guests coming in and out of the villas, We allow for 24 hours between a guest's arrival and departure to make sure that we, deal with all potential COVID measures that we follow. We also, apart from the villa, obviously we do have properties in Tanzania, so it's a great base to start off with to rent for a period of time, and then from there to add on to do safaris, or like I say, climb Kilimanjaro, go and see the gorillas, or of course beach safaris in Zanzibar. So if anyone would like to know more information, please contact Adams and Butler, who will put you in touch with me, and I look forward to putting some itineraries together. Does anyone have any questions?
Fantastic, that's brilliant. Margie Goldsmith, I saw a question coming in from you, but I think there was a misspelling in it. It says, how far away from national press are you?
Okay, I meant to say how far away from the national parks are you?
Okay, so from Tarangire, it's possible to do Tarangire National Park on a day. You'd leave at 7 in the morning and it would be a 2-hour drive. Alternatively, there's a private airstrip, so you can do daily flights, morning and afternoon. The Serengeti is obviously further, so that would be a flight. And again, the flight is about 1 hour and 15 minutes from the airstrip.
That's brilliant. Thanks a million, Veronica. So now we're going to travel over to Kenya. And by the way, I always stress this when we're doing anything to do with African destinations, that article that came out saying, out apart from South Africa at the moment, but the African destinations are some of the safest in the world to visit. So bear that in mind, when you're deciding on itineraries for your clients. So we're off to Almanara. You're mute there, Charlie.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Charlie. I work with Almanara. I've worked with Almanara for many years. And just to reiterate what you were just saying, I actually moved out to Kenya on the 4th of January with my family. I've got 3 little boys next door to Almanara to work remotely over here, and just testament to how safe and what a wonderful environment it is for families and for people in general. So just to reiterate your point. But Almanara is a stunning 6-villa private property and luxury boutique hotel on the Kenya coast. For those of you who don't know, it's in the southern part of the Kenya coast, south of Mombasa, and it's a really fabulous property which tags on to the end of a safari in the Masai Mara, or perhaps just as a standalone beach holiday. But I think I've done a little video. I went round yesterday and did a little video for you. So it's not as shiny as your beautiful ones that you've just presented. It's a bit more Blue Peter, but still, I hope you enjoy that. And then if afterwards I can maybe answer any questions, because things I'm sure will come out of that.
I'm Charlie Morrison, and I'm very excited to be here today at Almanara Luxury Boutique Hotel and Villas in Diani on the Kenya coast. Almanara is based just south of Mombasa, and it's a fabulous place just as a beach place to relax, or you can come here at the end of your safari. So I'm going to give you a little tour around the villas and also the boutique hotel. Okay, so here we are at one of the beautiful villas at Almanara. If we just, I just bring you in. And there's Osman, there we go. Hi. So each villa is beautifully designed. They're all 3 double bedrooms en suite. And you have this beautiful inside-outside dining area and relaxing area. This is where you can just relax in the day, and all of these beautiful hand-carved pieces are done for each of the villas. So this is where you relax. This is the little hatch that takes you through to the kitchen, so where your chef will send out your food. And so all of the villas are fully catered. So your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and your drinks and all your bitings are all served by your own chef. Okay, so now we're just going to go
upstairs. And there's a nice little welcome from the team. Okay, so they're all similar in design. Fully air conditioned because it does get beautiful and warm here on the Kenya coast. If you go in here. And this is one of the classic double rooms. The beds are Swahili inspired beds. And with your own dressing room and ensuite bathroom. I'll just show you one of the other rooms. There you go. And then we're going to show you one of these. It's a really beautiful room as well. There we go. And now we're going to go upstairs to the rooftop because each villa has its own private sun terrace, which again is a beautiful place for relaxing in the day or for sundowners. So you've got lots of room to relax up here. Okay, so the thing that makes the villas really special at Al Manara, and the reason why they're perfect for families particularly, is because you get your own chef, butler and housekeeper dedicated to you during your stay. And the team remains the same throughout your stay. So your chef sits down with you each morning and plans your meals. And then you've got your butler who plans all your drinks and all your snacks and things throughout the day. And Teresa is the housekeeper here, and she looks after all the things in the house so beautifully. And she's also a wonderful babysitter if you want to go out for dinner or somewhere else. So the team is really dedicated here at Al Manara, and they give you a wonderful warm welcome. Hey guys! Okay, so here we are at the beautiful pool at Al Manara. This is a shared pool for all the villas. There are 6 villas at Al Manara that all share this pool. But it never really gets busy because you've got the pool and the beach. And a beautiful feature of this is the sunken pool bar, which is a big hit. And we've got Moses behind the bar. Hi Moses!
Hi, how are you?
Good!
Love you all, welcome.
Thank you. Okay. And then, so all the villas are designed to sit beautifully in these really mature botanic gardens. So they're very, very private. And you get the colobus monkeys during the day, which are these beautiful black and white, quite endangered monkeys that come and visit. But yeah, so each villa is really beautiful and private. There we go. There we go. So it's just a short walk of about 50 meters down to the beach from the villas.
Sorry, we didn't get to see the beach, but we have a longer video we can send out to everyone that also shows the boutique hotel as well.
Yeah, so there's basically at Al Manara there are 2 types of villas. There are 6 3-bedroom villas, which are all in the beautiful gardens, and then we've got a 5-bedroomed boutique hotel, which can be sold on a room-by-room basis, or it also can be taken entirely for a group of a family of 10. Where you have your own private pool, jacuzzi, games room, gym, And then they've got a fabulous oceanside facing restaurant, which is an award-winning restaurant. So it's a really, really fantastic property, particularly for those who are just wanting to come and relax, have some beach time, either after safari or as a standalone beach holiday. Thanks so much for your time, and have a look at almanararesort.com.
Yeah, Charlie, just one question that came in there. Is the pool shared by all villa residents? It's not. Like it's...
Oh, lost you there.
Right, yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, so there's one pool for the villas, for the 3-bedroom villas, and then there is a separate private pool for the 5-bedroom boutique hotel. So yes, they do. But from experience, having stayed there many times, it's never busy because you've got most people sort of migrate to the beach and then have a bit of pool time. Okay.
Fantastic. Thanks a million. So we're going to go on to Hawksmoor now, but can I just add my little penny's worth? Is that the thing is that like Geo has clients staying there now. I think it's in March or something, Irish clients, but a lot of Europeans travel to the coast, but a lot of Americans, South Americans, Canadians don't. So, you know, it's a good idea to consider doing an add-on on the beach when they come to Kenya, because they get another type of, as Charlie mentioned, the Swahili experience as well there as well. So it's a nice idea to think of maybe a few days added on. But likewise, as she was saying, you can do the beach experience and then add on a few days on safari. So Gio, we're going over to Scotland now.
Yes, I think Mary Jo, there we are.
Hello. Hi there, thank you. Welcome to a very chilly Scotland at the moment. My name is Mary Jo and this is my dad, John. And we are from Hawkswood Country Estate. We're a family-run business and we are just 10 minutes from St Andrews and 1 hour from Edinburgh Airport. Can we play the video just now? Is that okay, please?
Yes, perfect.
thank you very much for watching our video. It was a lengthy video, but that just shows all of our properties that we have here on the estate. So we have 2 5-star self-catering properties, sleeping 10 in each, and also a bed and breakfast, which was at the end of the video, with individual rooms sleeping up to 8 persons. So in total on the estate, we can sleep up to 28 persons. So you might have seen from the video that we cater for the golfer. We are the ultimate private location for the golfer, with 2 private short game practice areas and a private 280-yard driving range. While golf might be the main attraction, we have plenty to offer for longer holidays, groups and families. We are lucky to be surrounded by a beautiful coastline with golden beaches and iconic visitor attractions. We have our own transport. We have a 16-seater mini coach and an 8-seater minibus. These can be used within the local area to visit many attractions, such as the variety of whiskey distilleries that are on our doorstep, or to many of the famous golf courses that surround us. Just to top off your stay, we have a list of approved chefs that can come to our properties and cater for your needs. And yeah, that's us.
That's brilliant. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks a million. So that is the Hawkswood Country Estate and the various options there. So very quickly, we're going to go on to Glenarm Castle.
Glenap.
Sorry, Glenap Castle.
Yeah.
Come on, Siobhan, get it right. Hello.
Glenarm is in Northern Ireland, by the way, for anyone who was wondering what I'm talking about there. It belongs to the Earl of Antrim. I was talking to him earlier today, so it's on my head. Sorry about that, Jill. Glenap.
Don't be daft.
Not far from Antrim.
Not too far away, are we? Hello, everybody. So I'm Jill. I'm the Managing Director here at Glenap Castle in Scotland. Giovanni, are we going to pop on the PowerPoint slides? Because I think I'll probably talk through them as we...
The PowerPoint first?
Yeah, just ping it on if you can go to the first slide. I think, first of all, what I'd like to do is to show everybody just where we're located, because the Hawkswood is in St Andrews, but we at Glenap, we're in southwest Scotland, which is a beautiful part of Scotland, unknown by a lot of people. Here we go. If you want to just click it onto slideshow, and then this will enable us to, there we go. Can everybody see the map? Okay, super. So this is where we're located. The red blob on the southwest coast of Scotland there, that's the location of Glenap Castle. And you can see that we're just south of Glasgow, about 90 minutes south of Glasgow, and about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Edinburgh. You can actually see there that we're actually closer to Northern Ireland than we are to Edinburgh. So we have worked with a lot of agents putting together itineraries where Glenap almost becomes the gateway to Ireland. So it's an interesting concept, using Glenap as a stop-off as part of a customer's itinerary, going over to Ireland, into the north, and then travelling down throughout Ireland as well. If you can ping to the next slide, Giovanni. So here is Glenap Castle, just a little bit of history for you. It was built back in 1870. It is a castle. You can't call yourself a castle in Scotland unless you were built and registered as a castle. So it was built as a castle in 1870. It was actually built for a chap called Lord Inchcape, who was the chairman of P&O Ferries, which was the ferry company between Scotland and Ireland, still is, as you will know, and that is why our location is right on the coast, was perfect for him to build the castle there. Back in World War II time, a bit gloomy, but World War II, we had some interesting guests there. We've found records where Churchill and Eisenhower were reportedly met at Glenap Castle to plot the D-Day landings. So we've got quite an interesting history. Glenap was actually used as a hospital during the World War as well. But in 2000, it became a hotel, and it was actually operated by the same family until 2015. And at that point, a new owner came with new ideas and, importantly, an ability to invest. And we've really taken Glenap over the last 5 years from a sleepy family-run hotel to a key international player in the hotel marketplace. We sit in our own 110 acres of private estate. We are a 5-star hotel. We're part of the Relais and Chateau family of hotels. So fine food, fine wines, fine everything kind of runs throughout our DNA. The top left-hand image there shows you our Azalea Pond, which is the most beautiful place just to even sit and spend while away an afternoon with a book. Bottom right-hand corner shows you the chess. We've been implemented a chessboard right by the pond. And the top right-hand, bottom left is the entrance to Glenap. So we do not have a reception desk. We do not have a bar. Rather, we have the personal welcome as if you're coming into somebody's home. Many guests have described us almost like a wee mini Downtown Abbey. With very personal service. We don't have a bar, rather we have butlers there to anticipate the guest's needs. Top right-hand image, where it kind of blends off to the top right, that's actually the sea there behind us as well. So we're literally 5 minutes from the coastline. Could you pop on the next slide, Giovanna, please? So we are, here's some of our bedrooms. We have 17 castle bedrooms. Each and every one of them are completely unique in their own style, their own design, very traditional in their decoration. We are a castle, we're proud to be a castle, and the interior design reflects very much of the castle of that era. We have 6 different bedroom types within that 17, from garden view rooms to our master suites. The master suite isn't on show at the moment, but that gives us about 625 square feet of space. So we're blessed to have a lot of space in the castle and all the bedrooms as well. Can I have the next slide, Joe, please? Just also to mention that as well as having the castle, the bedrooms, the fine food, the fine wine, the fine dining, we have a programme of activities and experiences of about 80, 85 at the moment. And these range from falconry to whisky tastings. We have our own bees. You can spend days with a beekeeper. We've got 3 championship golf courses in Ayrshire. We can do perfume making. Oh my goodness, I mean, I could just keep it on, but we have our own concierge department as well, who will also book all of these activities for you and for your guests. We're happy to make itineraries for your customers when they're coming to stay at Glenap. If they're there for 3 or 4 days, or however many days, we will also create that itinerary for all their activities throughout the day. The top right-hand image there, I'm going to come back to that, but we also have our own boat. And we take people out by boat to a very iconic island crop called the Ailsa Craig. The Ailsa Craig is actually where all the curling stones around the world actually come from, which became well known in the recent Olympics. But we have our falconry, that is Ripley, the golden eagle, and we take Ripley out in the boat with us, and he will actually do some amazing sea fishing off the boat with the guests on the boat, and then we take them off to the Ailsa Craig. Can I have the next slide, Giovanni, please? This shows you a new development within the castle. This is our new glasshouse dining. This was created actually out of COVID, so some good things do come out of that. When when we were able to reopen last summer, we realised with social distancing we needed to have another area for guests to dine in. And in our walled garden, we have this beautiful Moncur and Mackenzie Victorian glass house. Moncur and Mackenzie were the architects of all the glass houses in palaces and castles throughout the UK. And it's been lying in the walled garden, not doing very much for a number of years. So we decided to renovate that, and the left-hand side now shows you the interior of the glass house. So we're now continuing to develop this space as an additional restaurant in the castle. So in the castle, we have the formal dining, and in the glass house, a bit more laid back, a bit more informal as well. It's very popular for private dining, for small gatherings. We've had a few weddings down there as well. So it's a nice additional space that we discovered as a result of reopening after COVID last summer. And the next slide, Giovanni. Now, this is the worst slide in the world, so I do apologise for that, but this is a brand new happening at Glenap, and it's really exciting. The image behind me here, the whole top floor of the castle is being converted into the first ever castle penthouse apartment in Scotland. It covers about 4,000 to 4,500 square feet of space, and it's been converted into this not self-catering, an apartment which can be used exclusively for private use. It's going to sleep 8 people in total, and it's going to include a media room with your 65-inch telly, Netflix, Amazon, PlayStations, you name it, all that stuff that I don't quite understand yet. It's going to have a library, a games room. It will have private dining for up to 16 guests. It's got a period kitchen. It's got a sauna, a treatment room, a beauty room. It has private access elevator from the ground floor up to the castle, and it comes with 24 hours personal butler service and your own private chef. Now, this castle has been the apartment has been in development for 2 years. We have been up against it with local authorities, with fire regulations. We've been up against it with COVID, who's held it back because the workmen weren't able to work there. It's been aptly named the Endeavour, but it's now opening by Easter of this year. The interior designers are in now, the furniture is going down. We're in the absolute final stages. So this is red.
All right, Jill, can I just ask a quick question there? What's the square footage of the apartment? Because we're going to have to wrap up soon and there's some questions coming in.
No problem at all. It's about 4,500 square feet.
Oh, perfect. Amy put that in. Brilliant.
Let's quickly go on to the next slide, Giovanni, please.
I think it's the video, and it's best if I played outside of here. So
okay, so what we're going to show you next very quickly is with the boat. We then came across the brainwave that we could actually explore the Scottish Islands with the boat, and we created Glenap's. Again, it's a first for Scotland. We created Glenap's Hebridean Sea Safari, and I've just got a little quick video here just to give you a little taster. We've got a sample itinerary of 4 nights, 5 days for this. It can be whatever you want. We've just put that together as an example, where we take the customers out to explore the Scottish Islands. Think of an African safari and take that out to sea. They'll be staying in glamping tents on one of the Scottish Islands. They're sort of island hopping by day, dining under the stars at night, and sleeping under the glamping tents. If you want to pop on the video, that'll maybe give you a better visual.
That's brilliant. Thanks a million, Jill.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. And that's the western coast of Scotland. So thanks a million, Jill. We're going to quickly go on to Portugal and we're going to meet Chantal and La Quinta Bonita.
Hello, hi everyone. My name's Chantal and I'm the owner of Quinta Bonita, Country House and Gardens. So the Quinta here in the Algarve has been in my family for 40 years. My parents bought it as a holiday venue to wine and dine friends throughout their life and as a place to harbour their passion for interior design and gardening. Originally it was a farm, Quinta meaning estate and Bonita meaning beautiful. 10 years ago, my partner and I returned from a decade travelling and working abroad to convert Quinta Bonita into a luxury boutique hotel. In 2019, we then rebranded to be Country House and Gardens and moved our focus onto exclusive hire for groups, such as family and friends wanting private hotel or villa rental, weddings and luxury yoga retreats. We built a beautiful glass-fronted studio overlooking our gardens, and I'll show you this a little bit later on in the walkthrough video. We're set in 10,000 square meters of beautiful walled gardens, which these days are maintained by our long-standing gardener Manuel, who's worked for my family for 25 years. The house itself has 8 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms and the luxuries you would expect, such as air conditioning, underfloor heating, fluffy bathrobes, Portuguese toiletries, big balconies, and sweeping views over the surrounding countryside and the distant sea. There's also a cottage on the ground, which sleeps with another 3 adults. So in total, we can sleep 20 adults and a few little people. If you don't know much about the Algarve, Lagos, our closest town, is half an hour away from the most southwesterly tip of Europe and the wild and unspoilt west coast, which I believe is one of Europe's best kept secrets. In between us and there are lots of little traditional fishing villages with pretty whitewashed houses dotted along the south coast. Lagos itself is a quaint town with cobbled streets and an interesting history being the starting point for the age of discoveries. There are many wonderful ways to explore this beautiful coastline of coves and grottos. Sunrise stand-up paddleboarding is my favorite, but you can also, of course, hire a private boat, luxury sailing, take-it kayaking. There are also many in-air and on-land activities, and we plan all that for you when you rent Quinta Bonita for your group or family. Another important fact that some of you in Northern Europe might be a little bit sad to hear, but we have 300 days of sunshine a year in the Algarve, and today was no exception. And the World Travel Awards last year voted Portugal the best beach destination in the world, even beating our friends in Kenya. So the house is in hibernation for winter at the moment, but we did manage to make the most of the sunshine and do a virtual walk through some parts of the house and the grounds. It was a bit long, so we have condensed it. And although Fraser and I are excellent, I promise, at providing 5-star service and 5-star food, alas, our skills fall short at video editing. So I hope you forgive us for that. So Giovanni, if you don't mind showing the video now, we hope you enjoy it, and feel free to ask me any questions as the video rolls. Hello, my name is Chantal. I'm one of the owners of Quinta Bonita, Country House and Gardens, and on the other side of the camera is Fraser, my partner. I'm going to take the camera now and take you on a virtual walkthrough of the Quinta, so come with me.
We have the lovely Portuguese yellow and blue lounge area, our outdoor dining area. That's Praia de Luz Sea in the background over there. We have our pool area. Over there is the Italian garden, and in that white building over there is the yoga studio. So then, take you through here, you can see our pond over there, and up there is the terrace where we serve breakfast. And then I'll take you through beautiful rooms. So all the rooms can be super king size bed or twin split. And then I'm just going to show you the beautiful view from up here. So that's Lagos over there. It's our yoga studio. Italian garden and outdoor chess set. Swimming pool. Beautiful old olive tree here, 400-500 years old, our avocado tree. So this room has a separate lounge area, and it also has a spa bath in addition to the rain shower. And then if we go through here, we have the very romantic 4-poster bed. And this room also has a lovely, lovely outlook, looking through to Lagos through one window. And then again, have a look out here through the bougainvillea, which will soon be coming into bloom, out over the pond, Praia de Luz, and then Lagos over there. Must be going the right way, down towards our garden. This is our garden view room here. Outdoor bathroom for those using the studio. Our Zen garden here, overlooking our Italian garden. Nice little bench to chill out on in the sun. Little meditating froggy here. Okay, and then not as tidy as we like to have it normally. My kids in quarantine have thought this is the best playroom we've ever made for them. And then we have the beautiful Portuguese tiles on the back wall. And then we have this beautiful, beautiful space. So we can do 20 in here comfortably. We've done up to 24, actually a few more. Still space to move. All these glass doors open up, so you can have a lovely breeze through. Because of the glass, it's also nice and warm in the winter. So we're going to go down past the pool. So the pool's down there. And we're going down this lovely verdant path. If you wanted to have a quick game of chess, that's where you'd do it. It's our Italian garden, Santa Caterina there. And then come down here. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Strelitzias. Looking back towards the house there. Now, what's behind here? A little secret garden. We come into our dry garden. It's just Mediterranean plants. A little fountain normally going there. And here we have our little daybed. Normally has beautiful curtains on all four corners, making it nice and private and shady. So this is a very nice chilled out space. Makes for lovely photos for weddings and holiday snaps. Little plaque here. And then we come through, so through the lavender up there to the main house. And we're gonna down there, and to the left is the cottage, the bottom of our grounds. This is our coming into our orchard. This is where we've planted all our veggies. So see how we go managing all of these. Here we are, looking back up towards the house. There she is. Haven't seen Molly the cat yet today. There she is. No sign of Molly the cat, but that completes our virtual walkthrough. Thanks so much for watching.
Great, so that's everything. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, of course, you can go through Adams and Butler, and you can also look at our website, quintabonitaalgarve.com.
Thanks a million, Chantal. So we're hoping that you're all seeing the possibilities that are out there, especially, you know, in on the coast that we don't normally cover here in Adams and Butler. So last but not least, we're going over to South Tyrol, and we're going to Claudia, who's going to tell us about that wonderful area.
Hello, everybody. My name is Claudia and I'm from the Tourism Board of South Tyrol. And I'd like to show you some impressions to start of our year-round destinations. Please, Giovanna, let's start with the video.
Here we go.
Great. As you saw, it's completely different than the destinations that we saw till now. So I want to show you where we are located. So we are located in at the very north of Italy, so right on the border to Austria and Switzerland. So I have to tell you a little bit also about our history, so then you can understand a little bit better because why our name and our landscape. And so we were always part of Austria till World War I. Afterwards we became to Italy. That's why we also speak German and Italian and Latin. So in total we have 3 languages in our little region. 70% of our mother tongue is German, 26% is Italian, and then is this 3% Latin. It's a very old Rætoromantic language. It's spoken also in Switzerland, in near St. Moritz. So that's why the influence of the Alpine culture mixed with the Mediterranean culture, it's unique. I always say we are the perfect melting pot between both cultures. Yes, we have 300 days of sunshine, same as Chantal says already. So because we are on the south side of the Alps, so the bad weather, let's say, stops on the north side of the Alps in Austria, and we have the nice weather and good weather and a lot of sunshine. In our region, we have also the warmest bathing lake in the Alps. It's near our capital, Bolzano. So in Bolzano, we have an airport, but at the moment it's still a private airport for private jets. The bigger airports, let's say the international airports, are in the north, Munich, in the south, Venice and Milan. So from those 3 international airports, you get in around 3 to 4 hours into our region. And smaller airports are in the north, Innsbruck in Austria and Verona in the south. So yes, in the south of our Mediterranean, let's say our Mediterranean part, we have a lot of vineyards which produce red and white wines. We produce also the best white wines of Italy, of the whole country. We are the most northern growing wine region of Italy. Thanks to the climate, we can produce good white wines. And in the vineyards, we do organize also wine safari, where you can go from one winery to the next, tasting different wines and chatting, of course, with the winemaker and with the owner of the wineries. Then we have a big apple production, so fresh apples. Every 10th apple in Europe comes from our region. We are happy to say that we have more than 800 forts, castles and ruins in our region, thanks to our Austrian heritage, let's say. Then eating and drinking is very important in our region. You can feel the Mediterranean and Alpine mixture, of course, in our cuisine. So we have typical pasta, but it's a typical Italian dish, of course, the pasta or lasagna, combined with on menu, combined with the typical Austrian dish, the dumplings, the so-called Knödel. And we have a very high standard. We have the highest density of Michelin star restaurants. At the moment, we have 19 Michelin star restaurants with 26 stars. So the quality is very high, even also in mountain huts, restaurants, pizzeria, whatever. Our gastronomists and hoteliers belong to a known category because all of our hotels and bars, restaurants are family run. So we have no chains, no Marriotts, no Hiltons, just boutique hotels. Of course, some of our hotels are belong to a Reliant Chateau or a leading of the world or a small luxury, but still family run. We are glad to live in a region surrounded by mountains, the unique Dolomites. They were declared on UNESCO World Heritage in 2009. And this is a perfect playground for outdoor activities. In summer, of course, hiking, biking, walking, and in winter, of course, right now, for skiing. And Siobhan, she knows already that that we have perfect conditions for skiing. She has been in our region last winter, and she enjoyed also the biggest interconnected ski resort, the Dolomiti Super Ski. It's a ski area with 12 ski resorts, all connected with one ski pass. In total, we have 1,200 kilometers of slopes. It's around 750 miles. And yeah, you can do it, you can ski it with one ski pass. Of course, not in one day, but in more days. And if you are not a skier, so of course we have very nice snowshoe hiking trips or ski cross country, horseback carriage riding, tobogganing. And yeah, we from the tourist office, we do organize usually before Corona, fam trips, B2B workshops. We will organize also these B2B workshops online this year. And of course, sales calls, and we provide contacts of local DMCs, local partners. We help you with itineraries, images, database, information material, whatever you need. Thank you for your time, and hopefully
Thanks a million, Claudia. And actually, Jill, can you put the spotlight back to me for a second? I was so happy with my trip to the South Tyrol that I felt I had to give back. So when we're not eating Irish apples in our house, we eat the apples from South Tyrol.
Great.
Yeah. So it is a wonderful, wonderful destination. So thank you everyone for joining us. So going from an amazing chateau in France, then we had the two wonderful properties in Kenya, again, encouraging people to use.
Kenya and Tanzania.
No, sorry, the two properties, God, I'm doing it wrong today, aren't I? The two properties in Africa, encouraging people to use the Kenyan coast when they're doing safaris, and also that fantastic property in Arusha as a start or end to any safari, because bear in mind, it's even a better airport really to travel into. I think Qatar still we're flying there, which is an amazing hub for people to travel through. And like, we're really big fans of Qatar because it's just that we've never had an unhappy experience with clients. And then we had an introduction to a fantastic new property for us in Portugal, also then two wonderful properties in Scotland that we already use. And actually, Gio has clients booked in Kenya, in Amanara in March, I think, isn't it, Gio?
March.
And then then so 2 in Africa, 2 in Scotland, France, Portugal, and then last but not least, a wonderful introduction to the South Tyrol. And the thing that I absolutely was amazed about was that every time I'd learned a few words in one valley, when I skied to another valley like an hour later, they'd have a different dialect. And I do love practicing languages when I travel, but they were making it a little bit more challenging for me. So if anyone has any questions, please let us know. Just put them in the chat box there. We'll be, oh my God, we have Venezuela on as well. We'll be sending out the recording to everyone as well. And the fuller video for, was that for Portugal, Gio?
For Kenya, we have the boutique hotel as well. There's a longer video there.
So we do have extra videos. If you, again, we'll be sending links to those as well so that you'll all have them. So that's absolutely fantastic. Next week, we're having our presentation on the Tuesday. It's golf, and Jamie will actually be the co-host in that. And then on Zimbabwe, the following Friday on the 22nd. But I think if the presenters just want to hang on in case anyone wants to ask any questions.
If anyone has any questions, you can either unmute yourself or put a question in the chat box, and the presenters will be happy to answer them.
Or yeah, unmute yourselves if you want to, as Gio said, to ask questions, or the chat box.
I want to say thank you very much for inviting and for arranging it. It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely.
It's lovely to see you again.
Also from my side, thank you, Siobhan, and for the whole Adam and Butler team. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And I'll be seeing you, Veronica, in Kilimanjaro. You want to go with me?
Well, yeah. Okay. Let me get training. Where's that glass of wine?
Yeah. Looking forward to welcoming you all in Kenya.
Thank you.
Opportunities.
Thank
Such a
you.
pleasure.
Thanks very much for including us.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Adams and Butler. Any queries, go through them. And it was great to be on. This is my first one, so hopefully the first of many.
Fantastic. And it's a wonderful property. When did we meet, Niall? Was it 4 years ago? I was trying to work it out.
I think it was 3 years ago on ILTM, was it?
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, because I was trying to say to the team when it was.
Yeah.
And your GM then is Irish as well?
I am the GM.
Oh, you are the GM, because who's Aina then?
Aina is our Director of Hospitality.
Ah, I always got the two of you confused. Like, I know you, but I mean to say the roles confused.
Yeah, he's Irish as well.
Yeah, why I gathered that. And he's an ex-Hilton person or something. Wasn't he married to Hilton or something?
Yeah, he has a couple of different ones. He was Ashford Castle, he was the Ritz. Yeah, he's a proper hotelier. I'm a golf guy.
Yeah. So you can talk the same language as Jamie.
Yeah, exactly. It's great, yeah.
Thanks everybody from Hawkswood. Lovely to meet a lot of people all around the world. Fantastic. And Adams and Butler for hosting it. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. And then, of course, to my team, to Jamie, to Rachel, to Richard, and to Gio for organising everything.
No problem.
So will we finish it off there, Gio?
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.